listening to The Wort on Govs Radio.
Hey, moron, it's pronounced the Wort?
What the
Hi.
Sorry about that.
It's Monday. It's January
4th.
It's January 4th. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show right here on govsradio.com. Govsradio.com is the website. You can see our shows there. Lots of great shows there. Govsradio.com. Gov's Comedy Club Radio is the name of the Facebook page. It's also the name of the YouTube channel. You can see our shows there as well. Those are the three places you can see us live right now as we're doing the show for you. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope everybody is well. If you don't want to watch on your iPad or your phone or your computer, you want to sit back on the couch, you want to scratch your ass and rub your belly and eat a hamburger and drink a beer and watch a show on TV, well, guess what? We have an app called Boxcast on your smart TV, on your Roku, on your Fire Stick, on your Apple TVs. It's an app called Boxcast. If you download that app, guess what? You can see all the great Govs Radio shows right there on Boxcast. As our good friends Dr. Ken Pichelle and Dr. Don Sill say, we on TV, yo! Yo! Govs Comedy Club Radio. Lots of great shows. It's a new year, baby. Some of our shows, including ours, were off for the holidays. Now we're all back and we're raring to go. It's a new year. All of our shows are back and we're happy. Nice to see you all. Not back in the studio as our numbers, the COVID numbers begin to climb again.
Well, Felix wasn't on yesterday, but he'll be back next Sunday.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why you just said that.
Because he asked me to say that. He just wanted everyone to know that he would be back Sunday. So I was trying to slip it in there, but then you got all, why are you saying that?
It in there.
Why did you speak?
You have a job to do.
Sharing.
Please like and share our shows, especially this one since it's on right now. Hit that like, hit that share, hit those hearts. And please tell everybody you know about the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Tell everybody you know about govsradio.com. Lots of great stuff happening here. Lots of great stuff. And we thank you for sharing the shows. You showed the Teespring commercial?
I did.
If you go to Teespring and you get yourself some Govs Radio swag, send us a picture of yourself with the Govs Radio swag and send your picture to us on Facebook. And you can get yourself a pass to any of the 3 great Governors Comedy Clubs. 3 great clubs, 5 great stages, all of them great shows. That's right. Great comedy shows here at Governors Comedy Club, which will hopefully be opening soon. hopefully. But as soon as the club opens, you'll have a pass to get in. And speaking of Governor's Comedy Club, don't forget to go to govs.com. That is the website of the club. You can find out the schedule, find out what's going on here, find out all the info about reopening, all that good stuff at govs.com. Govsradio.com is the website for this radio station. You can see the schedule, find out what's happening around here. And, of course, knockemdeadcomedy.com is the website for us. That is the comedy troupe that Sallie and I work with. We hope to be up and running again soon. During COVID, we do audience interactive shows, comedic shows, so you can't have audience interactive shows during COVID because we're in your face and we'll just be a super spreader. So, but when the COVID's done and we all have our vaccines and we're all happy again, then we'll be super duper comedic. knockemdeadcomedy.com. Let's see. I think that's all we have. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Hope you're well. Hope you enjoyed your holidays. Let me do the ads real quick, and we'll get cooking here. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show brought to you by, as you can see below us, is it there?
No. How about this for a second?
Bella Vista Pizza at 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. Actually, it was there because I can see it here.
Oh, okay. All right.
154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. Bella Vista Pizza, the best pizza in the world. 516-433-4464. Tell them Knockem Dead Comedy sent you. You get a free garlic knot. It's the best pizza place in the whole world. Their information will be playing below us throughout the whole show, as well as Gina Kajemi Coffin's information. Licensed real estate broker with Signature Premier Properties at 631-495-7696. 631-495-7696. Gina's a fantastic real estate broker. She makes the whole process nice and smooth and stress-free. Gina will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast, it'll make your
head spin.
For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques as state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer color matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks and will walk you through the process from start to finish. From tow through insurance process to return of your vehicle, we are with you. So please call Two Eagles Auto Body at 516-328-2527, located in New Hyde Park, Long Island. Again, Two Eagles Auto Body. Please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. And, of course, last but not least, the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show brought to you by the Roslyn Social, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Their rooftop lounge is open. They're available for takeout, curbside pickup, delivery, and they're on your favorite food service apps. Their famous cocktails and desserts are available to go as well. So check out the Roslyn Social like Sallie and I did about 2 weeks ago. Fantastic food, great people, fun atmosphere. Highly recommend it. I had one of the best steaks in my life right there. Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge. Please check out their to-go curbside menu.
It was probably one of the greatest meals I've ever had. I was talking about that, like, 'cause I took, like, some to go, like, whatever was left over. And the lettuce was great.
Lettuce, pray.
Like the garnish. Like, I'm sitting there eating, like, the garnish. Like, that's how good it was.
Very nice.
Yeah. I was, like, really awesome. Like, I don't want to be, like, surprised. Like, oh, I was so surprised it was so good. But, you know, like, you have, like, a standard of, like, you go out to dinner, you're going to have, like, a really good meal. And then it ends up being, like, a great meal. You're like, wow.
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 Hello, Captain Jack. Hello, Joan.
Hey, Jack.
Aaron and Benny. And then look at that name. What is that? Is that Russian? What is that?
What?
There's a name there. See it? Look here. Look at that.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Hello, Russian fan.
Joan is watching. Larry's watching. Hello, Larry. Andrew Frender says, hello, everyone. Hope all is well.
Hey, Andrew.
Hello, Kim. Hello, Andrew. Oh, there's Ken Pichelle. Ken, we'll get the Zoom running tomorrow if you want to do the ads tomorrow. Hello, Lori. That's right. We're on TV. Hello, Kirsten. Happy same shit, different year, says Joan. Joan, that is not the right attitude. And just within the next few months, we'll all be vaccinated and we'll all be happy. And maybe we can get some good shows running, in the summer. Maybe the club will open. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Carol Miner, hello, Carol. Andy, yeah, see that? Sally's already in her spring yellow, says Andy Plajanos. Aaron White says, Happy New Year and good morning. Andy Plajanos is talking about murder. Arnie Price is watching. Hello, Mary. Hello, Jane. I tried out for America Got Talent, going for third audition. Well, congratulations, Arnie. When is that? And is that in the city, I guess? Well, good luck to you. Yep, everybody's wishing Arnie good luck. Hello, Jeff Bosey. Andy Plajanos says, Arnie is here. He blocked me a while back, says Andy Plajanos. Oh, is that right? Why? No fighting, no blocking. Everybody's happy. What's the matter?
I just feel like I was using your phone, right? And I just wasn't getting
Yeah, my phone has trouble getting the comments.
So I'm like, I'm going to use my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm getting like the same garbage that you seem to be getting everything.
Joe Staz is here.
Huh.
No, Ken Bichelle. He's saying he's spreading rumors. He's spreading nasty rumors. What do you have, an agent now? You're trying to play hardball in your negotiations? He says, I regret to inform y'all that my ad man contract was not renewed for 2021. That's not true. The contract is still alive and healthy. I didn't get Zoom set up this morning. It's that simple. So we'll have it running for you tomorrow. Don't you go spreading rumors and playing hardball with me. I'm a former union man. Hello, Diane. Joan Krupiasher is surprised that Joe Staz is still out of jail. Andy Plajanos, Bosey asked me to renew his request that you all stop sending him up-close pictures of actual buttholes. He's really getting upset.
Who's getting upset about that?
Bosey. Well, Andy
There's
Plajanos.
no way he'd be upset about that.
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Hello, John. Hello, Christopher. Thank you guys for joining in this morning. Hello, Jendi. Hope you enjoyed the holidays too.
It went so fast. Like, I'm not even just saying that. Like when we left here last year. Ha ha ha.
We haven't seen you guys since last year.
No, really. As we left last year, I'm thinking, wow, it's gonna seem like forever. And every day went so fast. Like every day I'd look at the clock and I'd be like, is it seriously 6:30 already?
Hello, Bill. Nice to see you. Yeah. Again, please like and love and share and all that good stuff to any page you want to share it to. Tell everybody you know about the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Tell them about all the great shows here at GovsRadio.com. Yeah, it did go really fast, this whole vacation.
Yeah.
We've been off since December 22nd was our last show.
Right.
So 12 days since we were here last, and it
really
flew.
Fast. Yeah. But so I hope you guys all had like a really nice holiday, like time with whatever family members you were able to see, and a happy New Year. Our New Year's was as boring as it always is. But
as boring as our life.
I'm old and I like that. Yeah, I don't even remember the last time I went out. Like a real New Year's out celebration, screaming, probably 30 years.
Kent Bichelle said he's good for ads tomorrow. Wants to know what time. Anytime you want. I'll set the Zoom up. It'll be open. You jump in whenever you want. Carol Miner loves my shirt. Carol Miner, I love you without a shirt. She wants to have her son draw this. I think he should. It's the Mets background. It's the Beatles logo because the first stadium concert was the Beatles at Shea Stadium. And I was there. I was -5, but I was there.
You were -5? What does that mean?
Meaning they were there because I said I was at the show.
Yeah.
But I was lying because the show happened 5 years before I was born.
Oh, okay. I didn't get that.
My Aunt Marie was there. All right, so all the great shows at govsradio.com are here. I want to just quickly, just on a serious note, just for a second, No Rhyme, No Reason with Jeff and Rich returns tomorrow night. They took last week off. I think it was just last week.
Okay.
But we wanted to just extend our condolences to our pal Rich. His mother passed away last week. And we just wanted to wish him and his family well. And all the best to them. I don't know if you wanted to add anything to that. I just wanted
Yeah,
that in
no,
there real
I know.
quick.
No, I thought that was nice. I'm sad.
Andrew Plagano says it feels like he hasn't seen us in forever. Interesting that you guys don't feel the same way. He must be too sensitive. Did we take down our Christmas stuff yet? No. Little
No.
Christmas is not until Wednesday. So that's when you take down all your Christmas
Wait,
stuff.
is that like an Italian thing? Little
It's a Catholic
Christmas?
thing.
What's the difference between Catholic and Italian?
One's a religion and one's a nationality.
But they seem to kind of, all the rules seem to stem from the same
Well,
place.
I do think most Italians, if not all Italians, are Catholic. But but most of you Irish people are Catholic.
Well, half. That's the problem.
You're only half Irish?
No, that's the whole war in Ireland, the Protestants versus the Catholics.
Protestants versus the Catholics.
Yeah. Big time war.
Hello.
Now that you're Irish, you need to step up on your knowledge of Ireland.
Hello, Pasqualina. No.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with my Italianage.
Well, you can't because it's less
can.
than your Irish-ish.
So it doesn't matter. It's still in there.
Are you like a little adopted baby that came from, I don't know, China, and then you're like, I'm Irish, but
No.
you don't want to acknowledge the
it's-
fact that genetically you're not
It has nothing to do
Italian?
with being adopted. I do have Italian in me. I am 26% Italian.
Eh,
What do you mean, eh?
eh.
That's what it said. It said 20. You're the one who listens to this ancestry crap.
Everyone listen. It's science.
Okay. So that science said I'm 26% Italian.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying, well, I grew up with Italian people, that makes me Italian. I'm not saying that. It's actually in me. And even you can tell when I go like this, because that's how Italians react. They talk with their hands, they get excited.
Do they do that?
Yes, all of them do that. In fact,
Because you were doing like the Home Alone dance.
it was
down,
kind of like
down
that,
the
wasn't it?
hallway. Yeah.
That's how Italians. That's how we say grace. Actually, it's after grace. We say grace. It's the only quiet time in an Italian dinner, and then after that, it's all everybody talking at once. Yet they all hear each other. Wait, Tony, are you Irish too? Yes, Carol.
Mostly Irish.
That's the thing. Yeah, I grew up thinking I was mostly Italian, and then I did this ancestry thing, that kit where you spit into the file, you send it
You're
in,
so mad.
and it came back that I am 36% Irish, 26% Italian, and then the rest of it's all
And
jumbled.
then dogs and cats were sleeping together, and everything went awry.
Pretty much. Hello, Deborah. Arnie Price says he was at the Beatles concert in Forest Hills. I don't think they played Forest Hills. They were at Shea twice. Andy Plagianos, his aunt won tickets from Cousin Brucey to see the Beatles at Shea. My Aunt Marie saw the Beatles at Shea. Didn't I tell the story on here?
Yep.
And she actually gave me the ticket. I don't know why. I guess she likes me. But she gave me the ticket.
She is quite fond of you.
When Andy Plagianos was in Korea, there was a girl who was in my squadron who was born in Korea but raised in Michigan from European-American parents. Every Korean tried speaking to her in Korean. Her name was Megan. I called her May-yun. And she hated it. All right, well, speaking of people giving people stuff, like my aunt gave me the ticket.
Okay.
That's my little...
Wow,
bad-
this is going to be like a rough segue.
That's my bad
I can
segue.
feel it right now.
I have two stories about people giving each other stuff.
Okay, go.
Okay? Mm-hmm. The first one, which I believe I saw my mother is watching. I believe I saw her name. I have a complaint about my
Hey,
mother.
Mama Walker. You have a complaint about your mother?
I do.
Why?
For Christmas, one of the gifts I received from my mother
Okay.
was a shirt, which actually I should have brought it into
Yeah, I
that.
don't even think I saw it.
Yeah. It's a picture of French fries on the shirt.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Well,
thoughtful.
Yes.
Cancerous and dying, but, thoughtful.
So, as I start to unfold it to look at it, she goes, "Let me know if it fits. It looks a little small." I said, "It looks a little small." She goes, "Yeah, it looks a little small, like the bottom, like."
Oh, like women's shirts. They leave off the bottoms of the shirt. You got
Yeah.
a woman's shirt.
Well, I unfolded it, looked at the picture, and I don't know, it was fries and a burger, and I forget what it says now,
You
but
licked it.
no.
Oh.
I didn't lick it yet. I looked. I hold it out, and she's like, "Yeah, it'll be a little short." I go, "You think it'll be a little short?" She said, "Yeah, it looks a little like could be a little small. Looks like it could be a little small. It's a 2X."
Oh my goodness.
And she's telling me this thing could look a little small.
So she called you fat.
She called me fat.
Just roundabout called you fat.
Well, yeah, she said, "You roundabout fat man.
You fat 2X guy.
You round a ass fat ass."
Well, 2X could also
sloppy.
be muscular with big shoulders. Like, I bet you Arnold Schwarzenegger is a 2X. So maybe she was complimenting your physique.
I do get confused for Arnold quite a bit.
Yeah, it could be that.
Yeah.
So say thank you and quit picking on your mother.
Thank you, mother, for
I
the
thought
shirt.
you were going to say that you were holding it up and like the one didn't unfold and drop down and everyone thought it was like a short shirt. I was waiting for like the weirdest story. So is it too big? Because you're like nothing close to a 2X.
I am not a 2X.
You're not.
I don't know. I didn't try it on.
You really could be just a large.
You think?
Maybe not this week, but like before mid.
So now you just called me fat.
Well, everyone's fat right now. So just before December, I bet you could have been just a large, although you don't like tight shirts. So you go with extra large.
Joan Krupiasher says the Italians like more than French fries, Tony. Your eating choices are so Irish. Yeah, she's right about that.
Yeah, you really like potatoes are like your favorite thing in the whole entire world in every type of shape.
Hello, Tina, who's watching. All right, Arnie Price is swearing that he saw the Beatles in Forest Hills, August 28th, 1964. All right, well, I thought you meant like Forest Hill Stadium or something. Did they? You're saying that they did play there? All right, I'll believe it.
You don't believe it.
Andy Plagano saw the Beatles in Port Jeff Station back in the 80s on my mom's album covers. Jeff Bosey says he saw the Beatles once on DVD. Graz is watching. Nikki is watching. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so now my other giving away something story.
Okay.
One of my favorites, because I'm a nerd, Graham Nash. Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Do love Graham Nash.
Yeah. He was going through his things, and he realized that he had 28 handwritten documents by Neil Young containing original lyrics to a lot of his songs.
Oh, wow.
So last year, Graham Nash gave these papers back to Neil.
I'm
Neil
so
Young.
glad you said that because I was waiting for you to say that he like gave them to charity or something. I'm like, give them back to Neil. They're his.
Well, that's the thing. So he gave them to Neil. He said, "Yeah, these are yours."
Okay.
I stumbled upon them, and I've had them all these years.
Very nice.
Neil Young sold it to a university in Canada and got $800,000 for it.
Nice.
So basically, Graham Nash gave Neil Young $800,000. And Graham Nash said, because he was being interviewed, and they asked him if he regretted giving him such a generous gift, and he said no. He goes, "I knew Neil would want him. I realized how much money I made because of his talent, so I gave them the lyrics with a good heart."
He really is just a super nice person.
Well,
he really is. Like whatever his parents just must have been thoughtful, nice people. You know, like I think about that.
All right, I'll give you that.
He's just innately nice.
I do have a but to go with that, though.
Why?
Because when I tried to get Graham Nash on this show...
You don't even know that was Graham Nash.
I think it was. It was his official Twitter account. I don't think it was him. I think it was his son, because I believe his son is one of his...
Yeah, it's his son.
...management people. And I was this close to getting him on this show, believe it or not.
It wasn't him.
And we were actually working out a date, and then all of a sudden they come back and they said, we'd like money to have Graham Nash on your show. I'm like, money? Come on, are you serious? I said, we don't have a budget for that.
You're like, I'll give you some French fries.
That's right. I said, I'll give you a hug. And they blew us off. So Graham Nash will give up $800,000 to Neil Young, but he won't give us 15 minutes of his time.
It wasn't him. I think it was like someone else. Because first of all, he's he's very intelligent, and none of that writing, like, really was.
So you're suggesting I rat his management out to him?
Maybe.
So my mother says...
Is she defending herself?
Yeah, she said to me, well, she said here, she goes, I said it might shrink after washing.
Well,
she did say
shirts don't do that anymore, right?
Well, there you go. See that?
I don't really worry about that
you're
anymore.
Still in trouble.
Used to be like a really big deal. You used to have to like, kind of figure how it was going to go when she washed it and buy accordingly.
Nikki says, Happy New Year. John Marchetti says, Happy New Year. Same to you, pal. Good to see you. Charles Goonan is watching.
What's the weirdest gift people got? Like, tell us, like, what's the strangest thing? Did anyone get anything really, like, freakishly weird this year?
Charles Goonan says, the wall is so dark and gray, the only brightness is Tony's head and Sallie's shirt. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Hello, Lucy.
I miss Charles.
I miss Charles, too. Hopefully we get his ass back to New York soon.
I miss, he has smart humor.
Yes, he does.
I always really appreciate him.
So, you just asked somebody what their
did anyone get,
was?
like, the weirdest gift?
Wait, are you asking ever or just this year?
Well, whatever is like a good story. Unless you got stuff. What do you got?
Oh, I got plenty of stuff. I'm sure you do, too.
Yeah, me too. It's been
But
like
I just
weeks.
want to respond to Charles, though. Yes, the wall is dark, but we like it. We think it's a good color. We are going to decorate. We're going to get a video screen back here. We are going to do some decorating. I'm actually mad at Rada's mom because Rada and I were going to put the TV up this past week. But
I'm
then
okay with it.
She had to go and die and ruin my plans.
I'm really sad about it.
Yeah, I feel bad for the guy. He was very close to his mom.
Especially because, like, he just loved his mom,
Yeah.
So it really hurts.
This year she was in a home, so he didn't really get to see her because of COVID. So yeah, it's a tough way to go.
Which was it's a great place, where she was, and he saw her all the time until this year, and then it was just phone calls, and the poor guy was like, knocking on her window outside the door, like
Waving at
her
her,
room, just saying hi. It was such a rough year.
We also, since we were on last, we also lost Marianne from Gilligan's Island. Mm-hmm. She died from COVID. And then
She was in her 80s.
She was 82.
Okay.
She was looking pretty good for 82, actually. She was a good-looking woman. Her and Ginger.
Which one did you like better? Because they're very different. If you had to spend your life with someone.
I'm fine with either one. They were both pretty hot. And like every boy who watched Gilligan's Island reruns in the 70s, you just were waiting for that scene where Ginger and Marianne would make out.
No one wished that.
Sure
There's
we
not
did.
one person in the whole entire world that wished that.
There's not one person?
No.
They were both smoking hot women.
There's something seriously wrong with you.
And I guarantee, because Gilligan was, I don't know if you guys know this, it was based on a true story. So I guarantee there was all sorts of stuff going. They were stuck there for 7 years, and it was just, there's 7 of them. I guarantee there was all sorts of drug use and orgies.
That's very negative.
What's so negative about it? I'd be happy. I'd be mad if I got rescued. Unless I was stuck with Mrs. Howell, then I'd...
Andy Plagano said, my sister-in-law got me soap. I was like, message received. That's great.
Everybody's saying hi to Charles. Joan likes our wall. Thank you. Oh, Andy Plagano's always liked Marianne. Yeah, she had that girl next door, down-home, country girl, nice... But come on, Ginger was like, wow. Wow. Carol saw Billy's birthday video. You were hilarious. Thank you, Carol. And I enjoyed yours as well, talking about pranks that were made.
Billy
and
Ryder.
Stuff. Yeah, a friend of mine and Carol's turned 50. And Carol and I were asked to make videos for him. He lives down in North Carolina. And obviously you couldn't have a party. So Carol and I made a video. Robert is watching. Hello, Robert. You know who else we lost? Yesterday, the big news, Tania Roberts died yesterday.
Oh, really?
Tania Roberts.
Wait, who is she?
Come on. She was in Playboy, damn it. She was a Bond girl. She was on Charlie's Angels.
She was on Charlie's Angels?
She was one of the last ones. Remember they had... Remember when people started to leave?
Yeah, I'm going to have to Google her.
Like Cheryl Ladd came in to replace Farrah. And then, what's her name? The tall one, Jackson, she left. And who was that girl? We just watched The King of Comedy.
Yeah.
The girl in King of Comedy, the secretary, the one that kept going out to...
Yeah. Oh, that's Cheryl Tiegs or something, right?
No, that's not
Who
Cheryl
is that?
Tiegs.
That was
She was on Charlie's Angels.
That was a Charlie's Angels.
She was on there for a year or two. But then then she left, and then Tania Roberts... I believe that's how... I believe that was the order. I believe Tania Roberts was on there at the end.
All right. Yeah, I don't really recognize her.
Really?
I recognized her, but I don't really see her. Cheryl Ladd.
Oh, Cheryl Ladd replaced Farrah.
Yeah, but she was the one. Wasn't she the one? Oh, no. Shelley Hack.
Shelley Hack. Yeah, she was in
That's
King
the
of
one,
Comedy. Right.
King of Comedy. We watched like so many movies over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we did. Well, again, with COVID, what the hell else are you going to do?
I kind of like that, though. Like, I'm all
Watching
like...
movies? I think a lot of people like watching movies.
Yeah, like, I'm like all introverted, and I don't really have to ever leave the house. So
Halloween, and I like to just sit in the house and do nothing on New Year's. I'm not going to cheer. I'm not going to do nothing. And I'm just going to sit in the house for the rest of my life.
I put up Christmas decorations with you.
Yeah,
that was big.
And you didn't want to.
Yes, I did. Well, it's a little Mary and Joseph and Jesus-y. It's like, sorry.
Wow.
It's a little, but I like the other stuff, and I don't not like that. I was just like, when you pulled it out of your sack, I was like, wow, is that like a life-size Joseph?
That was this morning she was talking about not putting up the Christmas lights, and that's her nickname for it.
Life-size Joseph.
When's Joey coming over?
When is life-size coming out?
You pulled it out of your sack. The correct response was, Tony, I chose you over Marianne and Ginger.
Who's that?
That's what Ken Pichelle is telling me I should have said.
Ken.
Jeff Bosey said he would have banged Mrs. Howell. I think, although Jeff, I think, has an S in there by accident. I think it's supposed to say Mr. Howell. Andy Plajanos has been working on the prequel and the sequel to Gilligan's Island. Spoiler alert, they're heavily influenced by Quentin Tarantino. That would be awesome. A reboot by Quentin Tarantino. That would be awesome.
We're going to be watching a lot of those movies coming up.
I would have stayed stranded on that island with Marianne forever, says Charles Goonan. I'd have the professor make me a coconut boombox, turn on the tunes, and huzzah! Oh, really? Andy Plajanos is saying he would have done Mrs. Howell, too. What the hell is wrong with you people? Hello, Rosemarie. Ken Pichelle's happy that we just gave a North Carolina mention. We watched a docuseries on Netflix about Dominique Strauss-Kahn. It was insane. Who is that?
I don't know who that is either.
Who's Dominique Strauss-Kahn? Kahn! Pulled it out of his sack. I wasn't paying attention until then. Now I'm making up what you were talking about. Yeah, we did watch a lot of stuff. We watched King of Comedy. First time we ever saw it. I loved it. Yeah, you were like, eh.
No, I feel like I've seen it before.
Oh.
Like, I just saw it, like, really, like, a long... I think I saw it with my dad. That's how old this movie is.
Oh, yeah, it was like early 80s, this movie. Yeah.
So, yeah. And I returned all the movies to the library. There was a stack piled up. We watched Home Alone. How many things?
We watched Home Alone. We watched Christmas Story. We watched, The King of Comedy. We watched... oh, you know what we watched, which I really enjoyed? Somewhat. We watched this new documentary that HBO has about the Bee Gees.
Oh, that was good.
It was good, but spoiler alert, two out of the three brothers died. But they didn't really... I don't know. I don't like when they do these documentaries, like they talk about the height of a band and then they don't really focus too much on the later years or anything like that. Like they just, at the end, they had a black screen with text. In 2003, Morris died. In 2012, Robin died. It's like, that's it? It's like, talk about what actually happened? I don't know. Yeah,
especially because, was it... Which one had, like, this really strange death?
Morris.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of thought they were going to, like, really kind of go into what the heck that was all about.
Right. But yeah, it was still a great documentary, and they interview everybody that was involved, and then you just realize just all the great songs these guys had, and not only for themselves, but the songs that they gave away. "Islands in the Stream," "Heartbreaker" by Dionne Warwick, and what's that one by Diana Ross? There was just so many. Those guys had amazing songs. They gave songs to Barbra Streisand. These guys are good, man. We also watched. We watched. Oh, The Sound of Metal.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed that.
This is a brand new movie. It's on Amazon, I believe. The Sound of Metal. It's a really good movie. Really good. I don't want to really give too much away, but I will tell you it involves a man who's in a heavy metal band, almost like a thrash band. And the first 10 minutes is nothing but the band playing.
It's a little noisy.
Yeah, so the whole movie's not like that. So if you can get through the first 5-10 minutes of that music.
Yeah. Like go make a sandwich or something and keep the volume really, really low. And then when the noise stops, because the movie is about like he has hearing issues like right after that, and how like his whole life changes. Right. And I thought it was really well done. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I saw it.
I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought it was really well done.
Right.
So that's playing. We watched, and then we watched a movie called The Intouchables. Not The Untouchables. That's a great movie too. But we watched a movie called The Intouchables. It's a movie. It's a French movie. It was really good.
Yes.
And it's like
you said it was a true story, right?
Based on a true story.
Okay.
And it's like the movie Life is Beautiful, where you have to read the subtitles, and it's still better than the American version. Well,
or when they dub it, like
they dubbed it right. They just dubbed American voices, but this is the same thing. The movie is so much better with the subtitles. The original movie. It turns out they did remake it here in America. It's called The Upside with Bryan Cranston and Kevin Hart. And
which isn't all that great.
If you see The Upside on its own, it's like, all right, it wasn't bad. It's okay. But compared to the original just blows it away. It's a fantastic movie. Really, really well done.
Yeah, it was so good.
Very charming, very funny, just very well done. But, I mean, The Upside, again, it's okay. And Bryan Cranston is a great actor. Kevin Hart, I don't know. I
don't think it was a good movie for him. Like, it wasn't a good choice for him.
Yeah, I'm not a big Kevin Hart guy. He's not the worst, but I don't know. There's a lot of him I just don't think is very funny, and I didn't like him in this movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, the original, The Intouchables, was fantastic. And speaking of Bryan Cranston, he's got this new TV show on Showtime. It's been playing. It's only aired 5 episodes so far. It's called Your Honor. If you guys haven't seen this, I highly recommend it. I think this thing is fantastic. Bryan Cranston is the main character, and he's a judge that's getting into a little bit of trouble. And it's
because he's trying to protect his son. I'll say that.
All right. His son is in trouble, and yeah.
And he's just trying to protect his son.
But you can just see as it's going that, there's all sorts of layers, and you see the results of things that they're doing. And
the writing's great.
It's really building up to something exciting. So, it's called Your Honor. It's on Showtime. It's, I think it's fantastic. I'm really enjoying that so far. So go check that out. That's called Your Honor. Let's see. What do we got here?
Larry King's been hospitalized with COVID.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
He's not dead.
I know.
He probably invented COVID.
I know he's alive because, and I'm embarrassed to say this, but 2 years ago, I had that moment where I was like, he's alive. So I felt really bad. So I know he's alive just because I already had that. That is Larry King still alive.
How old is he?
Because 2 years ago, I was saying to myself, he really honestly must be 114.
Yeah.
So I don't even know.
You don't know how old he is?
No, he's like Keith Richards, I guess, because he's had like 17 heart attacks and 15 wives.
He's out of the ICU.
Oh,
all
good.
I did was type in Larry, and sure enough, it came up. Larry King moved out of ICU while hospitalized.
Good.
He is 87.
Okay, because I feel like he was 70, like 50 years ago.
Well, 17 to be exact.
But longer than that. Like maybe he just looks that way. I don't know.
You're saying he's lying about his age? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying he physically looks a lot older than
his net worth is $50 million.
And then every time you think, like, how is he still alive? Then he marries someone else. It's the weirdest thing.
He's like Liz Taylor, man. He gets married like 800 times.
Yeah.
How many times has he been married? Do you know?
I'd say 4.
No, it's got to be more than that. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His 7th marriage. He got married in 1997. They separated in 2019.
Were any of them like remarries? Like he married the same person twice, or is it like all brand new people?
His third wife.
He married twice.
They married in 1961, divorced in 63, married again in 67, divorced in 72. And he was married to somebody else in between. Man. $50 million.
Well, he worked hard.
I work hard. I want $50 million.
Do you have any New Year's things? I had like one.
New Year's things?
Yeah, like, New Year's stuff.
No. Go ahead.
I came across, I guess apparently every year they put out a list of the words that they wish were banished. Like the words or phrases that people are sick of. And it's worldwide, and it's, they know you can't banish it, but it's just been, there'll be words that are so overused that they lose their power. So
give us an example.
Okay, so here's the top 10. Obviously COVID, coronavirus, Rona, they want on the list.
Rona
and there were hundreds of things to choose from.
Oh yeah.
Social distancing. We are all in this together. It's a phrase, yeah.
That phrase was banished?
Well, no, they don't. They just say that it's been so overused that it loses how important the sentence was initially. Like, because it's been used so much. In these uncertain times, and this I actually had to like look up. Pivot. Did you find pivot was so overused? Like the basketball pivot.
Pivot.
But it's used by.
You didn't get that reference, did you?
No. What? Is it a basketball movie?
No.
Oh.
You didn't watch Friends?
Yeah.
When they're moving the couch.
Yeah.
Pivot! Pivot! It's funny.
Pivot also has been used by the media to mean adapting to the coronavirus through urgent readjustments. Like,
really?
Like you pivot, like virtual learning is pivoting. The dream is to just go back to basketball. Because I never even like noticed when they talk that way.
Well, thank goodness I don't have a kid that's doing virtual learning, so I don't have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Although my daughter's daycare went back today to all virtual.
And she said
sucks.
no.
My daughter said no.
She said, screw off, I'm sleeping in.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish Kevin was in virtual. He went back today.
Well, I bet you the school's the safest place to be right now because nobody's going back. Everybody's doing virtual.
Maybe.
So it's safe there, and you can see some friends and maybe have some fun with a teacher because there's nobody else in the room.
I'm like thinking about all the teachers that he had. Who would he? Oh.
Does he? He has
not that one.
He has some good-looking teachers?
Well, yeah, there aren't such bad ones. Like, isn't the orchestra teacher, she's not so bad. Mm-hmm. No one's like Sam's guidance counselor that one year. And
Mr. White?
No. And the helper, the lady with the big boobs.
Oh, she wasn't a guidance counselor.
Maybe we shouldn't say her name.
She was an aide in the classroom.
Yeah, but I didn't want to say that, so.
Well, you could have said, all you did was say teacher with the boobs. The kids had, 20 teachers at this point.
Yeah.
Plus she's in college now.
Right. But that was like the only one that I thought was like, wow, she's like, she could be in like the movies.
Nah, she did have nice boobs. But in the movies, no. There was another teacher he had, and I don't remember what subject she was. I can barely even remember her at this point, but I remember thinking, wow, she's a good-looking lady.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I missed it. Did she look like Jodie Foster or something?
She looked like Tania Roberts.
Unprecedented. I know, I can't say it. Unprecedented.
That's
I can't believe it. Unprecedented.
Unprecedented.
Yeah. No. Past tense.
Unprecedented.
Yeah. Number 8 is actually Karen.
I feel bad for you Karens out there.
I feel bad for, like, one of my best friends is named Karen.
Why do they choose that name?
And she's nothing like that. I actually really feel bad for her.
I know, I don't know, I didn't get that. I don't know why they did that. And I feel bad for the Karens.
Yeah.
Like, they
too.
couldn't just come up with a word?
Yeah.
Or, like, they come up with snowflake.
Like pain in the ass, nosy body.
Yeah. Like skank or something.
This, I didn't even know. This must be a kid thing. Number 9 is SUS. And it's
Sus.
It's short for suspicious. And it goes along with a video game. And the name of the video game is Among Us. So I guess everyone's saying that word now for suspicious. They just say sus.
They actually say the word, they just go sus? That
Yeah.
guy is sus.
He's sus.
No, I've never heard that.
And the last one is a question. And it's, I know, right? That's it.
People are, so they're, this is a list according to who? Who made this list?
Yeah, I didn't write that down. It's like the University of something. Like
It's
the
your
University of Delaware puts out the list every year. It's like one of those.
University of Sallie.
It might have actually been University of Delaware.
Well, I've had this list for a while that I've been saving for a good time. And it kind of,
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
I have the 10 words and phrases that people say incorrectly.
Yeah, 4 of those annoy the crap out of me.
People say supposedly, which is not, it's supposedly. For all intensive purposes. For all intensive purposes. It's for all intents and purposes. That's correct. It's not intensive, it's intense and purposes.
Number 3 is the one that annoys me.
Irregardless. There is no it's just regardless.
I kind of feel like that word, you know how Webster comes up with a new list of words for the year?
Webster's been off the air for years.
No. Anyway, I think they added irregardless.
Did they?
Yeah, I was like really mad about it. I'm like, it's
But
not
it's
a
wrong.
word. Yeah, it's not a word.
I could care less. Think about that. I could care less. Okay, so start caring less.
Could you? Like, could you care less?
I guess
I could.
I guess I could, yeah. Or you could say, I couldn't care less. Espresso.
Yeah.
No such thing. That's American Express. That's not how you say it in Spanish. It's not Americano Espresso. It's S with an S. Espresso. Yeah, this one gets me.
What?
Pacifically.
Oh. Pacifically.
It's an ocean.
If you're out in a sailboat.
Specifically. Etc. Morons. It's et cetera. Peter's middle name.
You're just angry and yelling at everyone today.
That's Peter Cetera's ex-wife. Ex Cetera. People say, I seen it. That's incorrect. It's I saw it. Of utmost importance. Utmost.
Utmost.
Utmost. Of utmost importance. And the last one, top 10, the last one here. I need to lay down. I need to lie down. Would you like to lie down with me?
Maybe later.
Yeah, baby. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on with everybody. Joan Krippiasha says that she, too, like Sallie, She likes to just have her Netflix and a nice quiet New Year's Eve. She says the two of you are party animals. Now, this is interesting, an interesting comment. Jeff Bosey. I don't usually give credit to where credit is due, but my stepdaughter actually branded me, and I love it. I'll be sharing it tomorrow night. No rhyme, no reason. Tomorrow night at 6:30 on govsradio.com, Jeff Bosey finally doing what we all have been suspecting for years, coming out. Hello, Daniel, who's watching with us. And Jeff Bosey says, and it stems from a strange gift. A closet. She got you a closet.
Oh.
And what?
No, nothing. I was just... Good. Sorry.
So she's reacting to nothing and speaking in...
No, shut up.
No senses. Strauss-Kahn was the head of IMF that was accused of raping a hotel maid in Manhattan like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I didn't hear about this.
I think I seem to remember that. But what, so they made a documentary about it?
I don't think I was in New York at the time.
Charles Goonan, banging Mrs. Howell is literally coming into money. Jendi says she loves the Bee Gees. And Andy Gibb, too. Yeah, Andy Gibb also died. He was the youngest brother of the four and first one to die.
Yeah, he knew he wasn't going to be around for a while, I bet. He just had a lot of drug problems, and people were giving him a hard time about it. And he was like, yeah, I know. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop.
Sunday morning, had a great interview with Barry Gibb yesterday, says Carol Miner. Yeah, I actually saw it. It was good. They were good, man. Garth Brooks, there's a Garth Brooks bio on Netflix, says Joan Krupi Escher. I don't know if I can sit through a Garth Brooks bio.
You're not you're not a little bit country, but I will have to say sometimes I'm surprised by the people you do like.
Andy Plajanos, I just noticed the nipple you guys are covering with blue tape behind me to my left. I applaud the good taste. Yeah, it's one of those, holes that you just stick it through and you don't know who's on the other side. My favorite recent action pick is The Cocky Man, the remake. The original stinks and corny. Jan Brenner is calling out Arnie Price on his Beatle thing. Jan is saying that they would have been 11 years old if they went to see the Beatles in 1964. All right, so you can't go to a concert at 11?
No.
Deborah thought that Larry King was dead already. Larry King did not invent COVID. He's older, and he did invent the letters I and C and U. Hello, Marcus, who's watching. Words racist, offended, overused for sure. Joan is saying the words racist and offended have been overused for sure. Okay. Andy Pagano said he never made it through a whole Friends episode.
Wow.
Yeah. Really? You didn't like it?
I used to really enjoy it.
I thought the first couple of seasons were excellent because it was more realistic. Like Joey wasn't as stupid as he became.
They always do that. They always feel like we want to see stupid people.
And then the last 2 or 3 seasons I felt were really kind of bad. But yeah, I thought the first couple of seasons were good. It's like when Tony takes off his leg, he pivots.
Who said that?
Bosey said that. Hello, Ann. Taz is watching. Happy New Year, she says. Taz posted a photo of herself eating a potato like an apple. Did you see it?
No.
And it made me hungry. Big boobs. Tony immediately knew who Sallie was talking about. Yes, I do know because it was a big topic of conversation at Sallie's house. This teacher with the big boobs. Sam was. I think Sam experienced love for the first time. I think he actually was in love with this teacher.
Yeah, me too.
Andy Plajanos knows a Karen that is the exact opposite of the stereotype. Taz says there was a math teacher in junior high with huge knockers. And she'd wear tight sweaters. Well, God bless her.
Yeah, I think the shirts were a little tight on this woman.
Whatever it takes to motivate these kids to go to school. We had a teacher, Mr. Aronson. Do you remember him?
God, the name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was a teacher in the high school. And
What did he teach?
Oh, good question. I don't even remember.
Say the last name again.
Aronson.
Yeah. Sorry.
He had, when I was a senior, he brought in his daughter. She became a substitute teacher at Hicksville.
Oh.
Oh my God!
Was she a hottie?
Yeah, every boy in the school was like. We would all cheer if we walked into the classroom and saw we had Miss Aronson for a sub.
We didn't have a lot of young, good-looking teachers. Like I think they all were hired at a certain age, and your mother had them all, and then we.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and then
when they were young and good-looking.
And we got them when they were, ready to retire. That's what I think. I think it was like a whole bunch of dusty people, but I loved them all. Like
a bunch of dusty people.
I'd rather have like the old dusty teachers than the new ones that are kind of.
Yeah, I did. I had a lot of teachers my mother had. Mr. Irwin was definitely dusty. He was in bad shape. He actually died during my senior year. He was a weird man. But yes, but towards the end, because you're a lot older than me, so I was there later. A lot of teachers were retiring when I was there, and we had a decent amount. By the time I was a senior, we had a good amount of good-looking teachers.
I didn't have a lot of retired teachers. Like I had, or teachers that were retiring the next year. I had like when do you think they're going to retire moments, and they didn't look like they were. So I think you probably got a good turnover. Andy
Plajanos' father-in-law always says irregardless.
So that would drive me crazy.
Yeah, this is your opportunity to...
You know what drives me nuts? And you don't do it anymore, but you used to do it. And a lot of people do. Like, instead of saying someone's really nice,
yeah,
you would say, he's real nice. And I'm like, it's really nice. Otherwise, is he normally fake?
Yeah, he's not fake nice. He's real.
He's real nice.
He's real nice.
Yeah, that used to make me cringe. And then...
You know what also makes you cringe? Which I think is ridiculous. Oh, the phone is ringing.
Phone call.
The
phone is ringing. Gad.
No. Hey, you're live on the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
This is Daniel Duquesne's Blomberg.
Hello there, Daniel Duquesne Blomberg. How are you today, sir?
All right. I was commenting on the live Facebook, and I noticed you were really reading a lot of questions that weren't popping up, so I figured you read them from other media sites as well.
Actually, well, you know what? I'm scrolling up, and I do see now it's where you wrote, I hate, ask me a question. I just didn't get to it yet, but I was getting there. But no, we normally just work off Facebook, which we're
we want to change that pretty soon.
But that's where most of our viewers are. So they come to Facebook. Some of them, a handful, go to YouTube, but we don't get a lot of comments there. And then our website, you can't comment. So
we're working on a website.
Yeah, so right now we're just working on. We're working off Facebook, and we're going to make some changes to that.
Now you have Governor's Comedy Club right here on Vets, or not Governor's.
No, we're at the Levittown one, the one on right off Hempstead Turnpike.
Okay. I had commented that I've been writing for years. I actually got some jokes on the air, believe it or not, but I was thinking of coming out in 2020, amusingly enough, as a stand-up.
Nice.
And, since that clearly didn't happen, I'm shooting for like 2021, 2022.
Sure.
We'll see.
Well, there are some... Excuse me. If you there are some Facebook pages like Long Island Comedy Insider and a few other pages. There are other places that are hosting open mics. Or some people are just doing it right there in their backyard. So it might be a nice place, a nice way to, meet some of the other comedians and get, just make some connections, network a little bit, and maybe get a little mic time. Unfortunately, the governors, they're adhering to all the rules. They're not playing any games, and they're unfortunately closed until the governor lets them open. But But yeah, I would definitely stay in touch. Long Island Comedy Insiders is one Facebook page that's kind of popular. I would keep tabs on that. And but let me ask you, what you said some of your jokes made it on the air. On the air where?
Actually, Letterman.
No kidding.
Okay. I'm kind of a smart guy.
That's good because we can use a lot of that. Because
back in the day, Letterman, would advertise for locals to come see the show. They'd have the ticket line they put up.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Now, back then, you didn't have computers. You couldn't really hack systems and stuff like that. Hacking came actually from phone hacking to find people's numbers.
Right.
So what I did is I took the ticket line, and I know corporations, when they buy phone systems, they buy numbers in blocks. They don't just buy random numbers.
Right, yes.
So I started calling around, and I ended up getting Alan Coulter's phone line.
Alan Coulter was the announcer on Letterman, yeah.
The announcer, the redhead, right.
Yeah.
And I left him a message. He called me back. I left some jokes. I told him, I was looking to find out about getting a writing position.
Wow.
So he calls me back. He says, "Wow, that was actually pretty funny shit you left me." He says, "Let me give you and years ago I had a tape recorder. I even taped the conversations I had with him. He directed me to send off a writer's package for David Letterman.
Right.
So I did, and they sent it to me. And this is back when John Paul was coming to New York. It was 2005, somewhere around that area.
Okay.
Between 2005 and 2010.
Right.
Anyway, so they sent me the writer's package, and as part of it, you have to come up with 3 scenarios, 3 joke outlines for skits, and you have to take 3 previously done top 10 lists and write your own answers. Just make up.
Just do it again, yeah.
Now, I don't know if you remember Letterman back then, but whenever they did these celebrity walk-on jokes,
yeah,
we go, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Christina Aguilera's here tonight. Here she comes." And I think his name was Hank, the stagehand, would walk out, onto camera, and he'd wave at the audience and be like, "Hi, guys,
yes.
I'm Christina Aguilera."
Yes.
So they would do this with all the celebrities. They would never actually have anyone imitate. They didn't have stuff like that.
Right, and they had Larry Bud Melman come out.
Right.
Right.
So when I did this, I sent my packages. Now, the 2 head writers were Eric and Justin Stengel. I sent all the written materials to Justin Stengel, and Eric Stengel, I left a weekend's worth of voicemails. To which his assistant the next week told me, "Never call again." And he said I made a bomb threat. What I had said, my name is Daniel Blomberg, so I always say my name is Blomberg. It's Blom like the bomb, not Bloom like the boom, because I go from being Catholic Irish German to Polish Jewish.
Right.
Okay. So anyway, flash forward. I had left all these voicemails, and I'm talking I did the Pope. I did the head of the Swiss Guard, who's his protection. I'm doing all these voices. It was pretty good shit. Oops, okay. Sorry. Can I curse?
Yeah, you can.
So yeah, it was good stuff. And one of them was "Hey, Dave, it's the Pope. I'm coming to New York again. Maybe we could go out, catch a steak, and maybe in this strip club or something. But this time, break out a club on, open your wallet for a change." Stuff like that.
Right.
So, all the written materials went. And one, they had several top 10 lists. I redid, one was top 10 signs of spring in New York City. And I said, the annual flotilla of bodies down the East River as the ice breaks.
That's great.
And I did a whole list. But one of the lists was how America would be different if Dr. Phil were president.
Dr.
Phil.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Phil, right. So I did the whole list. And I when you write these things, you have to write it in the voice of the show. Okay. By that I mean, they have certain catchphrases they use, Littleman, some of the top 10 lists will say, 5 words, get the bricks out, whatever.
Right, yeah, I follow you.
And, there's certain, things you want to follow along to touch that home Rosetta Stone. Anyway.
Yes.
So, when I sent in the writer's package, I not only sent the finished work, but I sent the draft so they could see how my writing developed from the thought of the joke, the impetus of the joke, to the final word. So they got, see how my thought process works.
Sure. Good idea.
So 6 months later, not the Dr. Phil, but the jokes from the Dr. Phil were listed by either Eric or Justin. Also part of the writer's package you sign. They're supposed to compensate you whenever they use your stuff on air.
Okay.
Just a side note. So anyway, I'm watching, and then Senator Barack Obama does a top 10 list on how things would be different in America if he was elected president. And no lie, on air, the number one was word for word my number one written for the Dr. Phil list.
Wow.
And it was 2 words: Vice President Oprah.
That's great. Wow. So not only did you make it on air on Letterman, but it was a presidential on air.
Okay, the story gets so much better.
Okay.
Back then I had a phobia. I didn't deal with cops so well, or lawyers, or doctors, any authority figures.
Oh boy.
So
you were in jail.
Dude, they never paid me. They never credited me, and
they gave you a presidential pardon.
Ever since then, I've been telling this story, hoping it gets back to the Stengel brothers or Letterman, and they sue me for defamation because I didn't sue them by the time the statute of limitations runs out.
Okay.
Here's the thing: I did 5 poor man's copyrights. I wrapped up the original answers in envelopes that I sealed with cellophane tape and put in.
Mail them to yourself?
On top of the cellophane tapes to prove that they've never been opened. They were date stamped 6 months before Barack Obama read them on air.
Wow. So
I like that.
So were you?
And I still have them to this day.
Nice. Well, I'm
So
proud of you.
I figure if I tell a story enough, they're going to want to sue me. Then I can sue them back. I can counter sue, and I got the proof.
Oh, all right. Well, good. We can use the exposure, so feel free to to use us for that. That's a great story, man. We appreciate it. And
By the way,
yep. Go ahead.
Don King is so old that his last name was actually his title back in Mesopotamia. Not Don King, Larry King. Ah, crap! I messed it up.
What?
You were doing so well up until that point, Dan.
Thanks for calling, Dan.
Hey, and
Have a good day, guys.
keep us
Bye-bye.
keep us updated, huh? Oh, he's gone. Okay, keep us updated, Dan. If you're still watching over there on. Let us know how you're doing, and hope you get out and hit those mics, but make sure you get your references right. There you go, Daniel Blomberg. Had gone is incorrect too. There is no had gone, and the proper word is went. Kent Pichelle says, "Where did I go?" What does that mean? Oh, I see. Taz asked him if he's back and here to stay.
Oh, okay.
Andrew Fremder says it annoys him when people use the phrase supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
In a sentence.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I didn't realize how late it was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. And there he is. Daniel Blomberg, he used that Larry King joke in the comments. There you go. All right. Let me read some comments and we'll go.
Sure.
Okay. Friends was a cool show back in the day, but if they came out with a reboot, I would imagine they would have to change it to Homies. Andrew Fremder. Andy Plajanos, I knew it would come out with the Hicksville teacher alert. I knew it. Carol Miner saw Andy Gibb on Broadway and Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat. First row, mezzanine. Wow, she was in love with him. I think the word we're looking for is stalker. And now he's dead. Slow down. It is a new year. Don't go listing all the 70s, 80s teachers in Hicksville. Oh, we can. We can bring the yearbook in and just read it. Andrew Fremder would bang Mrs. Howell as long as her will was on the headboard. Taz had an English teacher in high school who was only a few years older than her. Joanne is watching. Hello, Joanne. Long Island comedy scene. I told him Long Island comedy scene, Jeff.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He was saying thank you.
Diane liked Daniel's jokes. Very nice. Larry King is so old, I don't think his shows are going to be called Larry King Live for much longer. Diane likes my Beatles shirt. Thank you very much. And baseball. Yeah, she likes the shirt because it's representing the Mets and the Beatles. All we need is, during that phone call, all we needed was someone to inappropriately touch Sallie's thigh.
Who said that?
Plajanos said that.
Yeah, Jeff and Plajanos was really funny during that.
I ever tell you about how my dad insists Belushi stole the samurai bit from him? That's from Plajanos. All right. Let's. Daniel is from Ronkonkoma. He wants us to know. Okay, and Diane is from Sarasota, Florida. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
well,
thanks for everyone for watching.
Yeah, we appreciate all you guys watching today. Again, hit those hearts, hit those likes, copy the link, and share all of our shows.
Yeah, that would help a lot. Thank you.
It would help a lot. It's time for us to bolt. But we'll be back here tomorrow at 11. Today is Monday, so we have
trivia.
What?
Oh, I thought you were saying what we're doing tomorrow.
Today we have Does It Get Better at 3 with Neil Rubenstein and Rich, whose last name we always seem to forget. Steve Squared is on at 6:30, and that's it for today. That's it for Monday. The Wort's on next week.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So Does It Get Better at 3? Steve Squared at 6:30. Sallie and I are back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. We hope you all come back and join us again and like and share and all that great stuff. Tomorrow is Tuesday, so we'll be doing Tuesday trivia. Ken Pichelle will be back on Zoom, so he'll be reading our ads as beautifully as he always does. Terry Frattini just joined on. Terry,
hey,
we're about to leave.
Happy New Year,
anyway.
Terry.
Everybody have a great day. Right, we're good?